We originally bought our property 7, 8 years ago, and it was a pre-foreclosure, so there was a lot of work to be done. And we thought we were going to sell it within a year or two, and life happened, and we ended up living in this house for about 8 years, and ended up raising our family here. We have a son, Hunter, who's 5, and Mila, who just turned 10. And the uptick in the market, we really saw a potential to be able to sell it. So we had to put some money into the property to sell it, but we own a marketing company here, and we were finally able to pretty much work from anywhere we want in the country. We decided to make Austin, Texas our home.
Yeah, we just knew that this was a seller's market. This was a great time for us to take advantage of selling a house quickly, and we wanted to relocate. And we followed Tarl's advice as far as what was needed to put into the house in order to maximize the gains. And he lived up to his word, that's for sure.
I've bought and sold properties in the past, and I've worked with a handful of realtors, and I've never been too impressed with them, just kind of going through the motions. But one thing I noticed about Tarl from the beginning is his attention to detail. I've never seen anything like it. The team was great to work with. He definitely has a different style than most realtors I've met, and he told me that this would translate into multiple offers within the first week, which I was very skeptical about. But he actually did deliver. We ended up getting a full price offer, all cash, within 3 days, which has already now closed and funded a couple weeks later, so we definitely couldn't be happier.
He has a very streamlined process on the way he does everything. And, he let us know from the beginning, this is what we're going to do. He was always available when we needed questions, advice, when the construction company was here, as far as, okay, do we go this paint color or this paint color? What color tile should we do? What do you think about this over here? He was always available for us on the drop of a dime, which, to get a response back even from professionals, real estate, non-real estate business, it unfortunately is not always there. But Taro was always there. He puts together tracking numbers and website, the technology that he knows with the computer and marketing style. I mean, it was amazing when he listed, put our website up. He would come over, show us the numbers. He has a capability of tracking everything. So how much web activity you have, how many people have viewed your photo galleries, how many people have opened up the tax information. And he sits and explains, the people who open up the tax information are your most likely potential buyers. And that's something, working with realtors in the past, we never had somebody tracking little details like that to really show us his efforts as far as marketing our home. He has a whole different process than a lot of realtors, and it's a little bit stricter sometimes, but as he always said, if you follow my advice, again, I'm going to get you the best price there is. And yeah, he lived up to that word.
We got multiple compliments as far as the marketing of the property as well from family and friends. Not only the photography and how that's presented, I think made a huge difference on how fast we got multiple offers, but also the videography in the video. I've never seen anything like that, and people that we shared the video with told us also the same. They'd never seen a house marketed that way before, which is it's a big deal.
Yeah, everything was an easy process for us. We had questions, we had documents that we had to order, everything that was sent over for signatures, we were able to do everything electronically. It wasn't a whole lot of, meet up and sign this in person. It was everything sent to us in advance notice, so we
quick
had
and seamless.
It really was. I mean, for us, we have most of our house packed up, so we didn't have a scanner, we didn't have a printer, so everything was done electronically. And even at closing, something that's changed in the last few years, all the closing documents are now uploaded
on the cloud system that they use.
And you're given one, instead of an entire packet of paperwork, you're given one CD to take home, with all the information, which is
and Tarl and their team, they'll hold that information. So anytime you have questions in the future, you don't have to go hunting through a file cabinet
Yeah.
to try to find it. You call them, and they can produce any documents that you need, which I find is was really helpful with us because moving and everything and keeping paperwork in order in itself is a disaster when you're trying to move an entire family. But also, through the marketing, I noticed, I really do feel that through his marketing system and using technology as a tool, I think it really enabled us to gain a bigger audience, which I think really helped in the overall just marketing flow of this because, most realtors, they put it on HAR or they put you on Realtor. That's it. And they wait for the phone to ring. They were very proactive in the notification as well. They used not only technology, but their team actually reached out to hundreds of top real estate professionals in the area in order to drive traffic through to the open house. We actually only ended up doing one open house. We left for the weekend, we went on a little vacation, we came back, the house was sold.
Yeah. Tarl always, again, it was always upfront with us as far as his processes are concerned. He let us know that when it was time, when we finally finished all our renovations, what him and his team do is they list us on HAR on a Tuesday because Tuesday is proven to be the highest internet traffic day. A little fun fact I learned from Tarl. And then from Tuesday up until open house, our first open house, which is Saturday, him and his team just pound out the phones, calling all real estate agents that have been here in our community within the last year to let them know, hey, we've got an open house coming up this weekend. And we're going to accept best and final offer on Monday, just kind of creating a bit of a bidding war before the sale, which, the open house, when the people did come through, they knew that this is their only shot. Come to the table with the best offer you've got. Also part of the technology that's really awesome what Tarl and his team does is with the open house, they set up a camera in the house and they are able to do a videography and send you an email over a few days later, 5-second interval snapshots of all the activity that was going on in your house during the open house while you were gone. So that was fun to see everyone rummaging through our cabinets and drawers and how long everyone lingers around for. So that's another difference that we've never experienced with another realtor.
And it's also a catch-22 because everybody wants the highest value for their property, but everybody wants to sell the house fast, right? So that was one of the reasons why I was a little bit skeptical because traditional thinking tells you sell the property cheaper and you'll sell it quicker. But as Jennifer explained, they create almost a competitive bidding atmosphere. So, and again, I was skeptical about it in the beginning, but he got us top dollar, fast, and it's their style, it's the way they do it. I've never seen anything like it. But everybody that comes in that property on that open house understands that they're going to take that best and final on Monday at 5 o'clock, and it really made a difference in giving us top dollar fast.
For us, the results kind of speak for itself. The fact that we were able to get top dollar. Again, we had to put renovations into the house, and for us, we're not out there actively looking at the competition to know, what's going to be, worth the investment to get back and put in. That's where Tarl really helped us out. He knew exactly what paint colors look great with the floor types, and should you install this type of floor or should we refinish this? I mean, he was there to give us every bit of advice. If he wasn't there to help us, I don't know if we would have made as smart choices that we have. And it does go back to marketing. I mean, it's one thing to list it on a website, har.com around here, but without actively marketing, a house goes stale after a certain amount of time. And then, the longer the house sits on the market, the less inclined people are to put in a full asking price or even close to asking because they know that you're a desperate seller. Unless you plan on actively marketing yourself in daily, I think you would be kind of crazy to not work with a realtor.
Anybody can sell their house for sale by owner, which is something that previously to this experience I've thought about. But when you look at the overall value you get, with Tarl, we got a marketing machine.
Yeah.
We got one of the most attentive realtors I've ever met. We've got almost like a contractor. We got an interior design team to help us pick out everything you could think of. We've got videography. I mean, everything wrapped into one. We literally got 5 to 6, 7 professional services wrapped up into one. To get all of that with the cost of what any normal realtor that doesn't offer any of that, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It really is a no-brainer, and I'd absolutely do it again. I mean, to get the house sold that fast, it saved us.
Yeah.
It really did. We needed to sell the property quick, and I honestly didn't think we'd get anywhere near what we sold for it, and definitely delivered.
Yeah. We were talking to one of our neighbors one evening, and our neighbors obviously have seen all that we've been doing to the house it took us a few months to get everything completed. And they recently moved into next door to us. And so when we told him, Charles come over and he pointed out, well, there's this and you need to fix this and there's that. He's like, man, all my realtor told me when I was selling my house was to paint the outside of the house. He's like, I wish our real estate agent actually had been a little bit more strict and criticized the home a little bit more and told us what we needed to do. And I think it goes to show the difference between Charles' team and other realtors. They'll just come in and they say, okay, this is what I can get you, for this price. And
They slap it on the internet and wait for the phone to ring.
Pretty much. And Charles' team is aggressive and you see that in his style from the very beginning. When he comes in here, he can be a bit strict at times, but if you follow his advice and you listen to him, for us, it's proven in the end results here. And we got exactly what we wanted by working with his team.
More than what we wanted.
Yeah.